hello, Wagwan. Greetings to you, Team Pamela. How are you doing? Today we are starting our video right here at the rooftop. As you can see, it is windy. It is very, very windy. And this is because I stay next to the Indian Ocean beach. So let me show you the beach so that when you come visit Pamela, you won't suffer. Mombasa, very hot, but where I am at home, it is just near the beach. So let me show you. That is the Indian Ocean you see there, you see? And that is why the place is very windy. Look at the ocean, look at the beautiful place Pamela stays. This is my home, look at where we are. Guys, this is it. So thank you so much, Team Pamela. It is windy. I decided, let me show you my people where we or where I stay. So this is where I'm staying. We thank God for everything. It is very windy, and during this time of the year also it is windy, but it's because I live near the beach. I live near the beach, so this is home. So welcome everyone. If it is your first time to be in Pamela's World Kenya channel, feel welcome. My returning viewers, my returning subscribers, everybody on board. Thank you so much for finding time always to come and watch my videos. I'm happy, I'm humble, I'm grateful at the same time. My people, we have to go inside because here it is very windy. The ocean is just there, just here, just a stone throw, just here. So let's just go inside and we make our video because we have a lot to talk about. There's something interesting I want us to discuss and react upon. We agree, disagree, maturely. Let's go in. Guys, now we are back. It was windy up there. So anyway, we are back here, and let's start reacting on what I want to talk about. So welcome once again, my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, the new viewers, and everybody on board. Thank you so much, my people, for always finding time to come and watch my videos. So now, what I want to talk about is this family of Mura Sensor, this issue of land grabbing. They call it here willing seller, willing buyer. But that does not mean that you are not oppressing the people whom you are buying land from. This issue of land grabbing, it is between willing buyer and willing seller. But people might not understand what I'm trying to talk about. I've been talking about this issue of these people buying land and rendering the villagers landless. We've talked about it, and it's something which is ongoing because they are not stopping. They keep on buying land, paying peanuts, and now, before, they could not even bring the chief or the sub-chief. And this time around, we've been crying, you people, leave these people alone. Okay, God has blessed you. God has given you all this. But must you just render your villagers homeless or landless? It is not okay. Because things to do with land, you pass it from generation to generation. So if you know the value of the land and you want to make other people to not have land in future, I'm not saying buy land is bad, but when you are buying land from someone whom you just see, if we finish this land from this person, madam, they are not able to take care of themselves, and that is why they are selling land. And if you are taking everything which they are owning, the land, they only have land as something which they hold on to, and you are taking that. Can you imagine? You are taking something which they are holding on to, and then you are rendering them landless. So all this time we've been talking about this thing, Daisy buying land, the father buying land, Mura Senso buying land from these people, even Mama Mat also rent from the coastal to go back and buy land at a cheaper price. Because if it is not cheap, there is no way they will be buying land in this rate. You see, Daisy is building there. Daisy is building. The construction is going on. But because there's a land somewhere which is cheap, he had to leave this and run for the land because they know the value of the land. But because the sellers, they have no option but to sell. Who is supposed to protect the sellers? Who is supposed to protect the sellers? It's the chief, the administrator. They are the people who are supposed to protect the people who are selling land. And we've been coming here talking about this issue. Do these people have the area chief? Do these people have the sub-chiefs? What is happening in this village? I didn't know. I didn't know the type of people they have. I didn't know. But now, after us coming all this time, because they were not showing how they have been buying this land. So this cry, or the things which we've been talking about here, is now making sense. Because after seeing now, oh, this is becoming too much, because we've not been doing it the right way, this time round, we want to do it the right way so that people can know whatever we've been doing has been okay, or has been okay. This is now when Daisy, Daisy and the father brought the chief and the sub-chief, the assistant. And this one made me feel like I have to talk about this thing. As I said earlier, the people who were supposed to check or protect the villagers are the authorities. The administration should protect the villagers. And what I saw is like now, even this one is in their pocket. What I saw, I never saw a sub-chief. I never saw a chief and the assistant chief active. If that is how they operate, then there's no authorities there. Because when I was growing, I'm bringing this thing because whether they did it legally or not legally, what I saw, the impression which I got, didn't impress me at all. I expected the chief to be strong. I expected the chief to act like a chief. Before, when I was growing, I could see this chief, the area chief, wearing uniform with the hat, someone with authority. Someone with authority. Someone who tucks in well. You dress well and tuck in well. That is what I used to know. I used to see someone with a voice when I was growing. The authorities must have voices. They need to talk and people listen. But when this land was being sold this time around, because we are not talking about the past, we are talking the current one, which Daisy was bragging about now. He's trying to silence the haters, the naysayers. By now bringing this chief, bringing the assistant chief, to prove to people that whatever they have been doing, they have been following the right channel or legal process. He doesn't know that whether you are following the legal process, but the people whom you are taking the land from, you are still oppressing them. Because you are finishing the land which they have. This one is not about you doing the right thing or not doing it is about doing the right thing, not buying their land. I'm not talking about bringing the chief and the assistant chief. Because the people I saw there, like assistant chief and the chief, those who are not people, they don't look like government officials. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because when the talking was going on, Condad was like the chief. Condad took over. And Daisy was instructing the chief, trying to tell chief what he has done, what he's been doing. They took over the conversation. The assistant chief never talked. He didn't talk at all. It's like they were just brought there just to show people we are here. Their presence was just there. But I never saw the government in them. I never saw government in them. If Condad could do the talking, instructing what to do, Daisy took over. Nowadays, you are talking with the authorities, and then the authorities are there and you are talking. I expected them to just sit down. Let the chief talk. Let the assistant chief talk. But lo, I was wrong. As usual, the way they are controlling other users, now they have taken over. I never saw a strong leadership in these two leaders. I never saw that. If Daisy, just a young boy, can talk in front of a chief just because he's a YouTuber, just because he's building, even he was showing the chief the things which he's doing, the house which he's building, showing the chief now the well, the borehole which he has dug. You see? Just to make sure the chief gives them access because they have been creating employment. So that gives them access to keep on buying lands because they should let the chief talk, at least to tell them what the land is, the value of the land, because the chief also should engage the seller. Now you are selling this land. Are you having another one left? Because you should not just sell because YouTubers are buying. YouTubers are taking children to school. Because according to them, it's just about, oh, we are sponsoring children of this family. I dug even this borehole. Natiko's father said he didn't finish digging it. Oh, I will finish. That is why he laughed. It's like now he was ashamed somehow. Because he was trying to show the chief how wealthy he is. How wealthy he is. The things which he's been doing. It was not about what you are doing. It was not about the things which you've been doing to people. This was a land deal. Here is where I expected the chief to talk about this land, address it. You people who are buying land, make sure when you are buying land, you don't buy everything. Or those people who are selling, when you are selling land, you don't sell everything. But after making sure they have put the government or the authorities in their pocket, bringing them just there just for show, to let people know that they were bought this land in front or in presence of the chief and the assistant. Because I never saw anything there. I never saw anything there. And that made me very angry because it's like Daisy wanted to prove, you people who have been talking, even we can talk in front of the authorities. We can talk. The chief is here, and now the chief, when the chief came out, he never addressed the issue of the land. He only addressed the children, how people are going to school, now the employment which has been created by these YouTubers, making his work to be easy. Why are you not addressing the issue at hand? Why are you letting this family buying all the land from your people? These are people whom you are supposed to protect, you, the chief of the area. I never heard you asking this question. Okay, you've called me here, and you are buying land every now and then. Are you making sure that these lands which you are buying, you are leaving others to these people because they have to cultivate? They have to. You can't tell me them they are just going to keep on selling. The fact that you are taking children to school, the fact that you are digging borehole to them, the fact that you are building an apartment, because Daisy just wanted to show Chief the way he's been talking to people here as YouTubers. The way he's been talking to YouTubers, that is what he carried even to the government official, telling them how he's building a house in Yabohanse, trying to show his might, trying to tell the chief that he's employing people, he's giving employment. Chief has no otherwise, because you see chief is like, he's just following what these people are doing. The chiefs which I used to see when I was growing were not like this. You could not talk. You let them talk, let them make decisions, and they are supposed to protect the villagers. If you saw that video of Daisy Jr., do you think those are people who can protect their people? People who are already following what they are being told? Conduct took over. I could see it's no proper measurement. It is not an acre or what, they're just buying with after measuring with their feet like this, measuring with their feet, that is all. There's no proper, they don't have the paperwork of saying an acre goes with this much, or a quarter of an acre goes with this much, because for a land to be bought like that, the surveyors have to be there. There must be a surveyor to survey the land so that they can know piece of land, is it, what size is it? Not using feet, because if you are using feet and you are jumping, it's like you want to take more from these people who are selling. These are vulnerable people. You people, Mura Senso family, please let people rest. Stop this issue of buying land every now and then. If you know people don't want, you know you carried you have the authorities in your pocket. I saw that, and I saw this is the reason why these Nyabohanse people are not going to change. This Mura Senso, they are not going to change. Because if this is the chief and this is the sub-chief who could not sit, Daisy is talking. The chief has not talked, Daisy is talking. Conrad is now the chief. I saw that, I said, no wonder. And you wonder, why is it that they have to buy the land of Matiko's family? Why only Matiko's family? If I may ask, why only Matiko's family? It's like now they want to make sure these people don't have anything. You see them, you see the Matiko's father, you see Matiko's mother, these are vulnerable people. You see them, you sympathize. Why? There are so many people out there who have land, but they have decided they want to finish this family. Taking the chief there and the assistant chief, just to witness, not to do anything. Because they wanted to prove to the people, even this buying of land, they just wanted to prove to people, whether you say what or whether you do what, we are still going to buy. This is the chief, this is the sub-chief. But the sub-chief, the assistant chief, and the chief let me down. You really, really let me down. I didn't expect Condat to take over talking. If someone is buying a land, you are supposed to be given the seat first. You sit like the chairman, the convener of the meeting. You sit down and you talk. You give advice. Leave alone the children who are going to school, because there now he was talking because these people had already talked, and maybe he's been giving something. Who knows? But I never saw him protecting his family, the vulnerable. He was supposed to stand for the vulnerable, ask questions. You who is selling the land, because as you see, when he asked for the signatures, the boys were not there. Because when a deal is signed, the whole family should know, so that they can wait for the chief to come, so that they can sign. So this shows even the boys, they were not there. That is why they were looking for them. The IDs they were still looking for the IDs, which means these people were not ready. The chief and the sub-chief were just ambushed. Let's go. I want you to go and help me there, because people have been talking ABCD. I want your presence when we are going to seal this deal. And that is the reason why some of the things is Daisy who bought, because I never saw chief coming with his rubber stamp. It is Daisy who had them all. And he said, you made my work to be easier, because he wanted everything to be seen and to be finished that day, because they brought the chief. You see, they think they are clever. You're not clever. All these things were planned. You planned this, and that is the reason the boys of Matiko and the brother were not there. They didn't know this deal was going to be sealed. So their signature is needed. And the only thing I can say, the chief and the assistant let me down. I didn't like, I'm not even happy. And I think if it continues like this family is going to render these people homeless. Not only the Matikos, the whole village will not have land. Because that is what they are after. They want to take the whole village. They are going to make these people squatters. You people think how did squatters came into even the coastal or wherever? People like this, they can take everything and then you just be like squatter. You will live, but you don't have a land. And the chief is there, not even addressing this issue of land, talking about the things which Daisy has talked about. Oh, I'm taking children to school. In this same family, I'm taking 3 children to school. Are you the one paying for them? And these children you are talking about, nursery children, how much are they paying in school fees? How much are they paying school fees? Don't just be saying, oh, I'm taking these children to school. You see, you have to understand, which schools are these? 2,000 shilling, Kenya shilling per term? Are these the schools you are talking about? Are these the things which are making you take all the land? You want to tell people you know the value of the land, and you are rendering these other people landless. You bought enough land. Sympathize with these people also. They are human beings. Okay, they miss a lot. Maybe they are needy. They don't have anything, because this is what they buy. They use, after getting this money, they will buy soap, they will do this. But look, your father is there now, measuring with his feet, jumping. No surveyor, no nothing. You're just jumping on someone else's land. Because Daisy said, I want to combine, which means the other one also he bought it from the Matikos. And that time we didn't even see it. If he took the chief there, let me ask you, he took the chief and the assistant chief there. Why didn't he tell us the amount of money he spent on buying that land? If it's money enough, he's talking about now, I want to tell the naysayer, I'm waiting to hear what you're going to say. How much did you buy that land? You have to show people, okay, now I followed the right procedures, and this is the amount which I bought this land. How much did you buy? If you are man enough, show the people how much you bought this land. Why didn't you bring the surveyor? You are bringing someone who you know what you've done with. Huh? People who cannot even talk, authorities. I didn't see, no, that one no. Let these people alone. Leave the Matikos alone. Try another family. Even the Matiko family also. Behave yourself. Huh? My goodness, what is happening? Huh? Even if it is selling the land, leave a portion where your grandchildren, a place where they will stay. If God has blessed you with good land, you have fertile land, and now you want to give it all to this family. Huh? Now, whatever he's doing, he wanted to show people. After doing whatever they wanted to do with the chief, brought him just for technical appearance. It was just a technical appearance. There's nothing much. Otherwise, I didn't like that. I didn't like it. Even if it is buying land, you can't breathe. Your sister buys this side. Mura Senso buys this side. You are buying on this side. Your father is buying this side. Who does that? Who does that? Huh? Who does that? Even if you have money, why don't you use your money wisely? Do not use your money to oppress others, because you know what you are doing. In future, these people are going to suffer. Is that what you like? Is that what you like? The people who are maybe celebrating these people are doing this for haters. You think they are buying this, they are doing it for us? Me, I don't say Nyabohanse, but I feel for the people, because I'm a human being. I know they are lacking so many things. That is why they are selling. But even if someone is selling for you, sometimes sympathize. Ask them, you've sold enough. You've sold enough. Why can't you have this also? And leave the portion for yourself, because you also need the land. They don't have that. The father is just jumping now, measuring. No surveyor, no nothing. Whether it is a quarter, whether it is an eighth, whether it is the whole acre, no one knows. Even the seller does not know. But them, they know, because the father have bought so many lands, so he knows. Tell me, if these lands were being sold at the right amount, do you think these people would be buying these lands? If it was so, why didn't Mama Mat buy land in the coast? Because there or here, you have to follow the right procedure. You have to buy according to the prices which are in the market. There's no price. You who is buying the land, and it is you who is measuring. The owner is standing like a foreigner. You who is buying the land, you are the one who is measuring, jumping with your feet from on someone else's land. Stop this. Stop this. It's not good. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm really pissed off. I'm really pissed off. I saw a chief. I didn't expect, what is this? Chief, you talk before the authorities and you instruct them on what to do? No proper sitting. The chief has no uniform. What shows that he's the chief? How can we know? Okay, you know, but now I didn't see anything to prove that this is the government official, because he didn't look like one. He did not. He did not look like one to me. I never saw the leadership in him. I never saw any leadership in them, the two of them, talking about the things which these people have talked about. Oh, you're making my work easier. They are not making your work easier. These people are robbing the people whom you are serving. Sit down and think. Don't let these people take all the lands in Nyabohanse, in your reign. And the assistant chief is just looking, never uttered a word. And we people have been crying here talking about these people. If these are the leaders whom they have, there will be no changes soon. No. These people will still oppress them. Look at Davy, the way now he was bragging. I'm waiting to hear what people are going to say. We will talk about it, because whether you buy it while the chief is there, whether the chief is there or not, does not mean you are doing the right thing. Does not mean you are doing the right thing. Willing buyer, willing seller, also you have to think, why am I finishing these people's land? Why this family? Why this one family? What did they do to you? What is it that you want from this family? And this is the reason why this man became very close to this family, so that he can finish the land. And you see, this land is like this land deal was made while Matiko was in jail or wherever he was. And that is why he decided to take Matiko there, so that he can have access. You see, like now, the mother, the father of Matiko, they agreed in Matiko's absence. So when Matiko came, the deal was already sealed. That is why you see now he's rushing to finalize the deal before any change of mind. So this is the reason why he decided to take Matiko to rehab, so that he can have access to this home. So you could see him moving around with the GoPro, He was surveying which land should I take, which one should I mix, or should I combine with the one which I bought from there. So he had to go there. I remember those days when he used to go there and give them 500, 1,000, because I'm challenging him. He's talking about now what we are going to say. Come out and show us the price you bought this land. How much did you pay for this land? Because you brought the chief. If the deal is being sealed, you should not be afraid of the amount which you bought this land. Show us the amount, because the land is big. We saw the land, the way your father was jumping, measuring with his feet. Show us the amount, so that even some people might want to go and buy land in Abuhanse. Tell us the price you bought this land. Because this one you did it officially, as now you are bragging. Official thing, there's no hidden secret in official thing. Just let us know, how much did you buy this, so that I can also go and buy. Let us know. But if you are hiding the price, then there's no transparency there. Something which is transparent, you would have shown us the receipt like this. This is the receipt about the land. And this is the amount. This is the size of the plot. Was it an acre? Was it an eighth? Was it a quarter? We don't know. You're just jumping about the land, because your father is the one who was measuring. Those people, they are just there. They are not measuring their land. Someone who is buying is the one who is jumping in their land. Jesus Christ. Shame on you all. Shame on you. Behave yourself. Condad. Why are you doing this? Because the children are taking after you. Whatever you are doing is what they are doing. They will do this to the people or to their peers. In future, who knows what these people will be capable of? Because they are following your footsteps. How can you go to someone else's land and start measuring? You would be out and let the owner maybe measure. Not you jumping, measuring with your feet. No. I never like that. I don't like it. So Daisy is bragging, I did this. And while they talk me, I buy. They are pushing me to do more and more. Keep on taking, because one day if you don't follow the right procedure, it doesn't matter whether the chief had put the sign. A time will come with a different maybe rain. They will fall. When time comes, that is now when you see. Maybe you think now these people are blind. Maybe their children might be, their grandchildren will be okay. When they will start following and when they will see what amount of money you bought that land, they will even refund you. They will even refund you. It happens many times. If you didn't buy with the correct amount, you took advantage of the vulnerable, now you are laughing, you might cry one day. Because they will check, what is this? This is peanut. You cannot buy this. Maybe that chief you are talking about or you are using might not be there. The right chief will be there and will follow the right procedures and will see you took advantage of these people. And one day you might cry. So don't laugh now. You are laughing because the people whom you are dealing with are vulnerable. So don't do that, because it might backfire on you. Don't play with issues to do with land. Land issues are very sensitive. So when you are buying land, let the authorities be there with vocal, those people who are vocal, people who know what they are doing. Let the surveyor be there. Let the right measurements be made. Because if maybe the father is jumping, adding some pieces of, when the time comes when the surveyor will come and will measure it, you lose it. All these lands you have been bragging about, you lose them, because it will be a time of reality now. Otherwise, I didn't even see if there was authority there, if those are the people who are taking or who are the authorities. No wonder there are so many things which are happening in Abuhanse because there's no leader. The leader whom I saw there does not lead. That is how I see it. I never see the authorities there. I expected to see government officials on the ground talking with the authorities, because they are not supposed to please anybody. They are supposed to follow the right procedures and the right channel and see where this willing buyer, willing seller is coming from. Is it fair, the fair game? Is it fair for these people who are selling? And they are supposed to caution these people. The government officials are supposed to caution the sellers. Where are your sons? Have they agreed with this sale of land? That is what I know. Have they agreed with this sale of land? Why is it that you are selling land every now and then? Authorities are supposed to question or to give such kind of advice to their people. You don't just let someone who is rich or someone who is taking advantage of your people to keep on take advantage of your people in your watch, just because they have made it, or just because they are building houses and people are doing casual work there. As a government official, you shouldn't care about the wealth which they have. You should care about your people who are vulnerable. You shouldn't let someone or a certain people or a home to come, a family to come and finish your people's land in your watch. Then you don't qualify to be a leader. You don't. According to me, I never saw leadership in them at all. So that is all I have for you. Subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like. Road to 5K, don't forget. This video made me a bit agitated, but because I care for them and I feel for them. So thank you so much. May God be with you. See you again in my next. Bye-bye. Thank you.